Okay, yay, there we are. This has got to come down a little further. So, hi everybody, welcome to Thursday Night Live. It is February 12th, 2 days before Heart Day, and I am thrilled to be here with you guys and thrilled that you guys are here with me, sharing some of your time with me on this lovely Thursday evening. So welcome, welcome. I have a really beautiful card to share with you guys, and I'm going to show you how to create it. I'm pretty sure you're going to really love it. And let me go ahead and show it to you guys. So these are two versions. We're going to make one tonight using some different colors, and we're going to be using the Greenery Lane. Let me bring it in here. The Greenery Lane stamp set and dies. So we're going to be using those. And let's see. I will just go ahead and bring all the stuff in just a minute. But this is what we're going to be working on tonight. I'm also going to do a quick card, just a simple card, using some of the, I call them the negatives of what we're not using in this card. There's pieces. And since I don't want them to go to waste, hey Carol, so glad you're here. I don't want them to go to waste, so I'm going to show you how to use them in another way. So I think you're going to really like it. You want to stay to the end because I have some samples to share with you guys. Was it last week or the week before? I can't remember now. My weeks are like crunching together. Thank you. Hey, Lynette. My weeks are like crunching together. But anyway, it was when I demonstrated a little bit on the Stampin' Positioner, and we did the wreath where I did the wreath, and then I showed you how to make multiples of an image. Hey, Nelda. And so I made a card with that. I can't wait to share that with you guys. I think it's my favorite card of all. I love these, but for whatever reason, I love that card. And I'm going to share that at the end too. Also, just real quick, I wanted to share this with you. I don't think that she would mind, but this is from Mary. She is a crafting friend of mine, and she is such a sweet, sweet lady and sends me the sweetest cards. And she made this and sent it to me. And Mary, thank you so much. I really appreciate this card. It always puts a smile on my face when I receive a card. So thank you guys for making the cards and sending them out, because it really does put smiles on people's faces and makes their day. And hey, that's what it's all about, right? That's what we do. We make cards and we send them to just brighten someone's day and put a little cheer in their step. All right, so let's go ahead, because we have a lot to do with this card. I've done some of it ahead of time just because I went ahead and I printed this out for you guys. So if you wanted to, you could take a screenshot of it. I'll bring it back in later just in case anybody hops on that wants to take a screenshot of this. I may or may not put these, I'll probably put these measurements in the newsletter. I'm probably not going to do a PDF file because I want to get this out. But if you don't receive my newsletters, that's the best way to stay in the know with everything that I'm doing and everything going on with Stampin' Up. If you'd like to get on my newsletter list, please contact me and we can get that going. Okay, that's that. That's that, and that's that. So let me bring this in. This is, these are all the pieces. Okay, so we've got our card base, which is pretty peacock, and it's a piece of cardstock cut in half at 5 1/2, and then it is 8 1/2, and scored at 4 1/4. Then we have our inside layer. This is Pool Party. This is, oh, I gotta bring in my measurements here. This is our inside layer of Pool Party. This is 4 by 5 1/4. Then we have, uh-oh, I got them mixed up because one of these is smaller than the other one. So this one is the inside piece. It's going to go in there just like that. And that is 3 3/4 by 5. So that is the inside of our card. We're going to go ahead and fold that. Let's give this a nice little crease here. We have a piece of vellum. This is, I didn't put the vellum down here, you guys. Darn it. This is, let me write it down. It is on my Post-it note here. 3 3/8. So we have vellum. I'm just going to write this down for you guys. We have vellum, which is 3 3/8 by 4 3/4. Okay, that we're going to die cut a piece of vellum out. So let me bring these in. Let me go ahead and bring this in. We have another pool party layer. This is 4 by 5 1/4. Okay, so I've already die cut this out, but I'm going to show you real quickly which dies I used. We used the Everyday Arches, and I'm going to show you the ones that we used. I wrote them down here, but I wanted to explain to you guys. So we have from the outside in, we have the 3rd largest, and then I believe it's the 4th largest. So this will cut our frame out. Right, no, this cuts our vellum. So the 4th largest will cut the vellum. So let me put that. And the 3rd and the 6th largest will cut the center part out. So that gives us our frame. Now let me give you a quick tip here. If you do this where everything is even, that will give you a really nice negative that we're going to make a card with after this one. So you want to save that piece. This is the piece we're using. You want to save the inside piece, which I've already made a card, so I'm going to share that with you too. And so that's that. So I hope that all made sense. If you guys have questions, just ask me. I'll be happy to answer them. If I don't know the answer, we'll figure it out real quick. Okay, so let's put these out of the way because I think that's all we need. I am going to put this away because I've already cut out our piece of vellum. Then we're going to bring our outside white layer, which is 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. This is going to go just like this on here. We're going to put it in our embossing folder, and I am using the Stone and Vine 3D embossing folder. I'm going to put this as straight as I can in here. It really doesn't matter, but I want it to be as even as I can, just in case, because I think it will put an indenture in my white cardstock, maybe, I don't know. So I don't think it did because there's so much embossing on this. This embossing folder is absolutely gorgeous. I know I think I've used it before with you guys. I'm trying to get this over so we don't have a blank spot, but I'm also trying to line it up with that black line that's down at the bottom here. If I'm off a little bit, I don't think it's going to matter with this one, but we're just trying to do the very best we can. All right. So I'm going to run this through the embossing machine. But what I was telling you was, it is such a deep emboss that if you're going to emboss your vellum, you really want to run a piece of cardstock in with it. Otherwise, it cuts through. And your white cardstock, if you spritz it just lightly with some water using your spritzers, that will help cut down some of the extra that when it cuts through. I'll show you guys what I'm talking about in just a moment. So I'm going to do my sandwich for my 3D embossing. I'm going to run it through my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. Hey, Kim. So that's what we did. So anyway, and then when you emboss them both at the same time, they're both ready. There you go. So now what I want to do is I need a piece of scrap here. I'm going to take my white ink. Okay. And I am going to just pat it, tap it on the top is all you need to do. So we're just going to pat it. You don't have to use a heavy hand at all. But what that does, and I'm sure you guys can't see that on the camera, it would be nice if you could. I'll hold it up, maybe I'll stick it under something dark so you can see. But it really brings out the embossed pieces. Let me show you. So let's bring it up underneath that. So there you go. You can see it on the white. Okay. So that just really enhances that. And I absolutely, love that look. Oh, I got some white on this. I wonder if I can get that off real fast. Haha. Pretty good. All right. The only bad thing, which isn't a bad thing, is just that if you want to make this card, you need to do this ahead of time, like way ahead of time. Or you can use your heat tool and dry it. Dry it from the bottom and then from the top, from the bottom to the top, because if you don't, it could curl and you don't really want that. So I've already done that ahead of time. There's actually still some tiny bits of shiny pieces, but I'm okay with that. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our frame that we've already die cut out. I'm going to flip it over. I'm going to take some glue. My glue of choice is the Tombow. I'm going to try not, this is a brand new bottle, so it may come out a little thicker than what I want it to. And I don't have a steady hand tonight, so just bear with me. I might glob it or it's going to go all over the place. But we're going to do our best. All right. You're just going to go around that frame. And then you are going to flip it over. We're going to flip this over so the front side is that. Did I just do this the wrong way? I'm telling you, I can't even see. No, that's the right way. All right, so this is the back side of our frame. This is the front side. So you want the back and the back up. And we're just going to glue that down on there. Just like so. Pretty cool, huh? Alrighty. So we're going to glue that down. So that piece is done. So now we're going to bring this piece in. We're going to bring in a blending brush. And I haven't decided if I wanted to blend it in Pool Party, which I think I do. So I have some Pool Party right here. I thought about maybe Pretty in Peacock, but I was really afraid that that might be too dark. So I'm just going to get some of the extra off of this. And I'm going to come in and just lightly go over this. Now there's another way that you can do this, and I'll show you in just a minute in my samples. One card I just glued down the vellum. Another card I die cut the same size of vellum in white cardstock so that it would be more white than this color showing through. But I really was okay with this coming through a little bit. So you guys can tell me which one you like best. And if you wanted to go down in there a little deeper, you most certainly can push down just a little harder. Just to get that color down in there. So there we go. So that's that. I think I'm good with that. So now we're going to bring this in. That's going to sit there. So you can kind of sort of see the Pool Party coming through, but I'm all right with that. Now let me show you. This is what it looks like without the white. You can see some of the petal pink coming through. And in this one, I did a white background behind the vellum so that you didn't see it at all. All right. So, and you can also dab more of the white ink on this to make it even pop more. It's really up to you on what you want to do. So we're going to go ahead and glue this piece down. I'm going to put a little more glue than what I normally do because it's embossed and we really want it to adhere very well. And I am going to flip that around. And we're going to have to do some glue erase on this card because Tina made a boo-boo and dropped it. So, but we're going to let that, let me see if I can't wipe some of that off. All right, I'm going to throw this out because I do not want to get glue all over that. Let's go ahead and adhere these pieces in here too. So this is actually the two-toned cardstock here. I'm using the lighter side of the pool party for my layer. So that's going to go here. Just like that. And then this piece here is going to go on here. If you guys were wondering what I was doing, I had a little bit of ridge on the other side and I didn't want that to be on the front side. So there we go. So that's that. Now you can, if you wanted to stamp a sentiment on the inside, you most certainly could. I know, isn't that beautiful, Nelda? That ink just gives it a little bit more extra pop. You could stamp this before you glue this down. I'm not going to tonight. Then we're going to pop this up. So we're going to use some dimensionals and we're going to pop this up. Let's see, let's put that in. I have some edges here that we can use. So let's go ahead and get those. We can put that right there. And let's do this side here. Right there. And let's go ahead and put an edge here. Put some there, and then we have one more. So let's go ahead and put that one right there. Then we're going to pull these backings off, maybe. They're going everywhere. All right. And then we're just going to place this where we want it. Oh, this is looking so pretty. I think I'm going to put it right about there. All right. Then we're going to put this aside. Then we have our scrap for stamping our leaves. So we are going to bring in, which I already have it blocked, but I'm going to show you. We're going to stamp this leaf right here. We're going to do it in pretty, I keep wanting to say pretty in peacock tonight. Yes, it absolutely would be a beautiful wedding card. That's like, where did it go? This one, I put celebrate on there. But if you have really nice wedding sentiments, you can always put one on there or a greeting. I have ordered a new pretty in peacock ink pad because mine, for whatever reason, has been acting up. It's not soft and spongy anymore, and I don't know what happened to it. So now I am going to stamp, and then I'm going to stamp off. So we're going to do a light and a dark, so like so. All right. Then you're going to bring in your dies, and you're going to die cut it. So it would be this die right here. But due to the magic of prepping ahead, I don't want to say TV because it's not really TV, but due to the magic of prepping ahead of time, I have already done so. So that's all you're going to do. You'd put a piece of tape, or if you have a magnetic plate, it'll hold it in place. And you're going to die cut those two pieces out. So that's what I did there. And then let's put this aside. Let's bring this back in. So these, on these two cards here, I placed them on this side. But I don't think that this is going to want to come off my card too much, and it won't fit in the envelope. So we're going to put it on this side. And we're going to go just like that. We're going to put it kind of at an angle a little bit, I think, or at least the top one. We're going to glue those down. You could pop them up if you want to, but I'm not going to. I am just going to put some glue on here and just glue them down. All right, so this one is going to go like that. And then this one, oops. I love opening brand new glue, but at the same time, it does come out really fast, so you have to be kind of careful. All right. And then this one is going to come like that. All right, so that's that. So then we have some Flirty Flamingo. You can have just some scraps. And in the dies for the Greenery Lane is the these little flowers right here. So what I did was, I don't know why I always put that in upside down. I took these two pieces right here because it has a large one and a small one. So I wanted two small ones and one large. So I went ahead and cut both of those out. And I did it in the Flirty Flamingo. And they are right here. So let's go ahead and pull those out. So right there and right there. So these we're going to put like right here and probably right here and possibly maybe right in here somewhere, like something like that. Okay, but before we glue them down, I got to stamp the sentiment. I have a little bow, a double bow that I've tied using linen thread. I have my sentiment here, which is Just Because, which came from the Fabulous Sayings stamp set, which you can still get if you haven't got it yet. If you have not got this month's product of the order, you have to get that one first and then place another $75 order, and then you can get the Fabulous Sayings. It is an awesome stamp set to have. And no, I'm not just saying that, it really is. So I don't know if I want to use Flirty Flamingo or Pretty Peacock for our sentiment here. So we're going to try both of them. So let's try Flirty Flamingo first, just to bring in that pop of Flirty Flamingo. I am going to stamp that right there. I just don't know if I want to use that. And let me clean this off. Where did I put my chamois? I'm not quite sure where I put my chamois. And earlier today I said, you need to keep that close by because you're going to need it. And oh, here it is. I did. It just was piled underneath some stuff. All right, so let's go ahead and clean that off. And then we're going to close this up because we don't need this right now. And we're going to stamp on the other side of this piece of cardstock. Oops. We're going to stamp that right here, just because. All right. I think we're going to cut them both out because I don't know. And then you guys can tell me which one you like better. All right, so I am missing some comments here. Let's see. Oh, love that look. I know it's such a beautiful look. That would be a beautiful wedding card. Yes, most definitely, Carol. Yes, Nelda agrees. Thank you, Lynette. Lynette said, beautiful card. Let's go ahead and cut this. I'm going to cut that. And then I'm going to try to cut that. So we're going to have that. I think I kind of like the Flirty Flamingo. What do you guys think? Because we have so much of the green going on already. And I just think I really like that pop of color. But, so we have that, and we have that. So pretty. All right, we're not done. We got a little bit to do here. So not much more, but a little bit. So we've got our bow. I am going to put our bow kind of like that. I think I like the, all right. Do you guys see where I just put it? Or, well, goodness. Well, I almost just lost those too. Where did I, all right, you guys. I like the green saying. I like the Flirty Flamingo. We got 1 for 1. We need a tiebreaker here. Well, we might be using the green because unless you guys see where I just put it, because it just disappeared, you guys. It just disappeared, and I don't know where it went to. It must have legs. I don't know where it went to. All right, we're gonna use the green. I like the Flirty too, but we're gonna use the green. All right, we're gonna put a glue dot on this. So I'm just gonna take a glue dot and I'm gonna roll this up. I'm just gonna roll it. I'm gonna place it right where I wanna put my bow. We are gonna put the bow, oops, right on top of that glue dot like so. We can pop this up or we can leave it flat. What do you guys think? It can go up here a little bit too. I think I'm going to leave it flat because we've already popped this up. So let's go ahead and leave it flat. I am going to take some, I'm going to use some tape runner. Put that on there. And we are just going to place this. Actually, I kind of want it to go, but I've already glued that down. Well, and I don't want it to be covered by the bow, so it's going to go up a little higher, just like that. You can also cut this, flag it, whatever you want to do, which I think I am going to cut this end a little bit. I think I'm going to cut it like this way. No, I'm going to cut it this way. There we go. All right, just like that, just because now we have our flowers. So we're going to figure out where we want them. So we're going to put one right here, I think, I hope. And let me see. I'm going to put a flower just like that. And then we'll put one up here. The green shows up better. Okie dokie. I sure don't know where that Flirty Flamingo went to, but it went somewhere. And then this one, I think we're going to put it off over. This one's going to come down a little bit more like that. This one, like so. I don't know how I had it. Do we have it? No, we didn't have it like that. Oh well, we're going to put it right there. I'm just going to put some glue on the back of this. And I'm going to put it right there. There we go. Actually, I'm going to put it, well, it's slim. There we go. That's all right. I don't have it like I had it before, but it's okay. Now we're going to bring in some embellishments. So we could use the Pretty in Pink, but I don't think I want to. I think what I want to do is use these petal pinks embellishments, and I'm just going to take them and I'm going to place them in the center of our flowers, just like so, and just like so, and one more, right like so. There we go. Now there's our card. Isn't that beautiful? I just love these cards. These cards are so much fun. There's a couple more steps to them. And again, you can add more white ink to really get that to pop more. You can add the white cardstock behind it so it's more white. But I kind of like the muted green behind it. I think it's really pretty. So here we go. So that's that. So let me bring in... oh, here's the measurements for that card, you guys, if you want to take a screenshot of that, or it will be in the PDF file. So here's another one that I did. It's a little different than this one. We didn't use the vellum. I used a whole bunch of the Greenery Lane, stamped the little flowers, and I used the, oh boy, what's the name of this? Oh shoot, I can't remember the name of this, but it's one of the new ones that's out. I don't remember the name of it, but I used the writing part. I just thought that was pretty. It's in Lost Lagoon and Pretty Peacock with pops of Petunia Pop. So we have that one. Here is one that I made using the negative of the arch, the inside piece. And these are those little, the leaves that we use the Stampin' Position for, that we did. So I used those, just because. These flowers right here are from the, Petals of Beauty. I used Blackberry Bliss and some more of, this is Designer Series paper. This is one of the newer ones that I purchased. Love this paper. We used this in our class but we used the opposite side earlier this month, and I can't remember the name of that paper, but I'll have it listed in the newsletter of the papers, and I'll have pictures of all of these too. So this is just so pretty, and it's just a fun way to use it so you don't throw anything away and you don't lose anything. So let me move that out of the way. Let me move this, and now we're going to use the negative of the other part, the frame part that we didn't use. So we are going to use this. So this I pretty much prepped up ahead of time too. We're going to bring in some Flirty Flamingo, and I already have an extra piece of this where I did the arch. I embossed it, so I had an extra piece. I've already stamped these. These are from the Greenery Lane. These are this piece right here. So it's done in Flirty Flamingo, and then I think this was Pretty in Pink, I think is what we did. So we're going to use that. Let me tell you, I didn't tell you the name of these. These are Strawberry Slush and Pretty in Pink gems that we used on that last card. Let's move that out of the way. So we have Strawberry Slush. This is going to go on there. This is going to go on here. So I did trim this down, and I trimmed it before I embossed it because I knew that I was going to be using it for this card. This is trimmed down to the same size as this one, and I did not write those measurements down. So let's see here. This is 4 by 5 1/4, I guess. 5 1/4, and I'm pretty sure this was the same size. It might have shrunk up. It did. It shrunk up a little bit. Usually when you emboss your cardstock, it will shrink up a tiny bit. So if you don't want that, if you don't, like, when you cut your cardstock before you emboss it, if you don't want it to shrink up too small to where it makes, how do I explain this? Hey Tori, so if you want your border to be like, let's say you want it to be an 1/8 of an inch or 1/16 of an inch, and you cut this to where it leaves a 1/16 of an inch, when you emboss it, it's going to shrink it up a little. So you want to add just that little bit to it so that you can still have that. So we're going to go ahead. I am going to pop this up. I'm going to glue this down first. Let's do that. Excuse me. I am going to do that. Well, thank you, Tori. So I'm going to put quite a bit of glue so that it adheres good. And we're going to lay this down like so. All right. And then we are going to pop this up. I think I want it popped up anyway. So let's go ahead and bring in some dimensionals. We'll put one there. I'm going to put one there. I need to bring in my little ones because we have a little bit of a smaller space here. I could have put a bigger one there. I'm going to put quite a bit because I don't want this to sink in when it goes through the mail. And just a couple more, I think. Alright, I think that's good. And then that's just going to get set on top of that. Alright? So like I said, this one is a really simple card. I just wanted to give you an idea. Don't throw your scraps away from your die cuts. Keep them. Take a little extra couple seconds to make sure that you line it up all even so that you can reuse that piece. Because we don't want to waste any cardstock because we know that cardstock is starting to become like gold. Alright, so this takes a while to take all of these off. I should just use my take your pick tool to go choo choo choo. Do you guys like that? Want to hear it again? Choo choo choo. No. Alright, so I am going to line this up, hopefully to where it covers that white and it's straight. Oops. Well, I need this to come over just a teeny bit. I got something on the top of that. It's probably ink on my fingers. It'll be alright. It will be alright. Let's see if I can't get that off. Alright, so there we go. So now I have a piece that I hope that I can find. Here we go. I did this in To a Fabulous Friend. This is out of the Fabulous Sayings too. We're going to trim this down a little bit, I think. I stamped on both sides because I goofed on the other. Good thing we have double-sided cardstock, right? Oh, wait, you guys, I forgot to share something with you. So let's push this out of the side. Let's bring this card in. So I embossed this envelope so that it would coordinate. So what I wanted to do, but I'm kind of afraid to do it because I made the mistake to run this through without a piece of cardstock underneath this. So it did kind of cut it through. So if I take my my blender on this, I don't want to tear that, so I'm just going to be very careful here. But I'm going to give this little flap a little bit of color. I don't want to push too hard because yeah, I don't want to tear it. And I'm hoping that when it goes through the mail, it won't get caught on the meters. But we're going to take a chance with it. But what did I do? Here we go. Forgot how to open a case of ink. Huh. So we're just going to put a little bit of ink on this, just so that our envelope is not naked and we have a little bit of coordination. So I think that that is good. You can go a little darker if you want to, just like so. Let me do that. I want a little bit darker on that. Here we go. There we go. All right. There we go. So there we go. So now we have our coordinating envelope. So let me show you how I did that. Now I do suggest, okay, I did have the embossing folder when I showed you guys with it. We may not be able to do that because I don't know where I threw it. And I literally probably did toss it aside somewhere. Because that's how I work. And that is why my desk is a complete and utter mess. But, here it is, right here. All right, so when you do this, you just want to stick your envelope. Let's see, it's going to go like this, okay? So there is like a margin on the side here, on each side and at the bottom and the top. So you want to make sure that your fold of your envelope does not go in that margin. So you want it, but you don't want to emboss the front side of your envelope. So you want to try to line that up the best that you can on there. All right. You also, so that unless the cracking doesn't bother you, stick another piece of cardstock underneath there. Just like so that doesn't happen. And then you just fold this down when you get it lined up just like you want it. You fold this down and you run this through your, let me bring it over so you can see what I'm doing. All right, so you're going to run this through like this. Okay, so normally we want to put the hinge part of your embossing folder through, but we can't always do that. So we're going to put it in just like that. All right, and you're going to make sure that that line, your fold is right on that fold, that line of that where it starts to emboss, so that you don't get any embossing on the front of your card. Unless you don't mind that you have some embossing on the front of your card, then don't worry about it. But then you put your plate for your 3D embossing folder. You just put that right on top of that and you crank it through, and then that is how you emboss your envelope flaps. All right, so there we go. So let's go back to our card here. And we are making some pretty decent time. So let's, I lost, here it is. All right, so I've got to decide. I think I'm gonna flag this. So I'm just gonna cut this right here, and I cut it crooked. And I'm gonna slice up the middle and go from corner to the center. Just a flag. Unless you have a banner punch, then by all means stick it in there, or you have a small square punch, you can make banners with those too. All kinds of neat things that you can do. All right, that is going to go right across here, just like so. I think I'm going to trim just a teeny bit of this right there. I'm not going to pop this up. We're going to put, this is popped up, so the centerpiece we will pop. We will pop the center up. And then we're going to glue the edges. Come on. I'm trying not to squish too hard. Oh, this is what I did not want to do. All right, and then, did I take those off? I didn't. Let's take these backs off. And then we are going to place, you can put it in the center, towards the bottom. I'm going to do it towards the bottom, just slightly, like that, okay? That's that. And then we're going to bring in these two right here. And I think I want my Flirty Flamingo to be on top. And those are going to go just like that. Where is my... Oh, I didn't cut this one straight. So you know what I'm going to do? I am going to cut that off. There. And then we're going to stick that, and that's not going to work. Well, it worked earlier. Why can't... Oh, you know why? Because I did have this over more. Oh, darn. Okay. So, we might only be able to put one. That's okay. We'll just put one. So there. We got one. And then we're going to go ahead and glue that down. I don't know why I wasn't thinking about that, but I sure did not. I'm going to stick that just like that. I do have a little tiny bit. It's like over just a hair, but that's okay. There's still lots of room in the envelope for that. All right, so that's that. Then we're going to take some embellishments, and I think we're going to use these shiny glittery ones. What are these? These are the Sparkle Dot Essentials. I've been using these a lot, trying to use them up. I am going to put a couple of those around. I don't know how I want to put them, but we're going to do it. We could put one right there. No, I don't really like that. Unless we put it up a little bit, maybe. That's okay. And then we can put some more. I'm going to put, well, that's not going to come off. There we go. I'm going to put one down here. And I'm going to put one, Well, this one's got me stumped, guys. I don't know where to put this one. I don't like it there. This one I pushed down, so that's stuck. Let's just put it there. All right, and you can put more if you want to. But this is just a quick, simple way. This is a very simple card. You could also emboss this if you wanted to. You could emboss this in something that would coordinate really well with this. But if you do, be careful, because that will make this really, it'll make it fragile. So just be careful with that. You could even put your sprigs coming out here and here. There's all kinds of things that you can do with this. But this is just a simple way that I thought, and you can't see that on there, that I thought would be just a simple way, just so you guys can see how to use this. All right, so are you guys ready to play the numbers game? We need to pick a number between 1 and 10. Hold on. Let me write our number down. I am going to do, I don't remember what number I did last week. I try to remember so I don't repeat them. All right, you guys, I got our number written down, so go ahead. Pick a number between 1 and 10. Whoever gets closest to the number without going over gets this card that we need tonight. This one right here. All right, so are you ready to see the card? This one happens to be one of my favorites that we did. This is where we made the wreath using the Stampin' Positioner, which, by the way, you can get that free. It comes automatically in your kit. It is worth $49. It is automatically added to your kit. So you can join my team for $99. You will get the Stampin' Positioner for free. You'll also get to choose $125 worth of product, excuse me, of your choice. Sorry, you guys, I had to take a sip. All right, I forgot what number I put down. I made. Let me look. Okay, you guys gotta pick again. You got to pick again. All right. Without further ado, let me share this with you. So anyway, what I was saying was, I'm getting sidetracked here. You can join my team for $99 plus tax. Shipping is free. The Stampin' Positioner is free. It comes automatically added to your cart. You don't have to add it or anything. And you can choose $125 worth of product of your choice. So it's a really good deal. This is the card. We'd love to have you join my team. All right, I'm getting all messed up. Now my eyes are watering really bad because I have something in that's like, you know how you get that tickle? All right. Okay, I think we're missing Nelda's second number. Nelda. Get another number. All right. But isn't this beautiful? Do you guys remember when I did the wreath on the Stampin' Positioner? And I love these colors together. So this is Timid Tiger, Blackberry Bliss, and Pretty Peacock. And what I did, these flowers right here are from the Petals of Beauty. The leaf is from, where is it from? It is from this one right here. So I stamped that, and then I two-step stamped it. So I stamped this full strength in Petal Pink, not Petal Pink, Pretty Peacock. Then I stamped off to get the color in the center. And then this one doesn't have a die, so at least I don't think it has a die. I just fussy cut them. Oh, wait a minute, this one right here. Oh, it does. This one right here cuts that out. But I just fussy cut them and glued those on there. So isn't that so pretty? I love this one. Okay, Miss Nelda, we are waiting for your second number, unless that is your number. Let me go up here and check. Nope. Alrighty. Alright, so what do you guys think about this? Isn't that beautiful? It's so summery. Oh, the sentiment I used is from, what is it from? It is from Greenery Lane. Alright. So let's put this back up here. Let's put this back up here. Just like that. All right. And all right, so we have a tie between Kim and Lynette. So you two have to pick a number. And I am just going to keep the same number. Actually, no. Hold on. I need to change the number because you guys can figure it out now. All right, so let me change the number. All right, I changed the number. So you guys go ahead. I'll show you what the number was. The number was 3. Give it to Lynette. Oh, that's so sweet, Kim. All right. Wait a minute. All right. There's nothing on this one, just so you guys don't think anything. There's nothing on here. But the original number was 3. And both of you picked 2. Kim, are you sure? Just go ahead and pick another number. And Lynette says Kim can have it. I got it last time. Oh, you guys are so sweet. So please pick a number. Alrighty. So, all right. I think that's it. Let me give my speech now. If you are watching the recorded version either on Facebook or YouTube, thank you so much for taking time out to join me with our stamping fun. I hope that you guys, all of you guys, live and unlive, are inspired by these cards and by the samples that I shared with you. I hope that you will go create them and send them and put a smile on somebody's face. And if you're watching on YouTube, a special thank you to you too. And if you have not, what is it? If you have not subscribed to my channel, I hope that you do, because it really does help me out. Bye, Nelda. It really does help me out a lot, because we want to get out there, we want to be seen, and please give this video a thumbs up and comment. Don't forget to comment. If you're watching the recording on Facebook, you can still leave a comment. I do read them. I see them. It might take a few days, but I do see them. And I just want to give you guys a great big thanks. And I appreciate you guys so much. I appreciate your support. And it looks like... okay, Lynette did get it. It is 4. Sorry, you guys. It is 4. So, Lynette, congratulations. And you guys, I will see you. Oh, next week is Happy Mail, you guys. And I am going to be doing all guy cards. So, there will be 4 guy cards, remember. It is, oh gosh, I can't remember. I think it's $40. I have to look and see, but I think it's $40 a purchase with me. For the week between the 19th and the 25th. Any orders that are $40 or more before tax, shipping, rewards, and bonuses, I will send you the card kits for free for the 4 cards. Bye, you guys. Bye, you guys. Bye, you guys. And I will send them to you for free. So join me next Thursday for that. If you live local, and we can arrange local pickup, and your order would be $35. It's $40 to help cover the cost. So if I have to ship it to you. Okay, you guys, I really appreciate you again so much, and I will see you same time, same place next week.